I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're speaking with an amazing author. His name is Gavin Hogarth. He offers a candid lens into his personal journey with epilepsy. The book is called Epilepsy, Live or Die. Through wit and reflection, he seeks not only to share his story, but also to spread awareness and foster understanding about this condition. We're delighted to have Gavin join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put him in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel. Gavin, good to see you here today on Spotlight.
And yourself, thank you very much.
Well, great to have you. How long have you been dealing with epilepsy in your life?
32 years.
Your whole life?
Yes, I started at the age of 15.
Amazing, amazing.
And there's no history of epilepsy in my family either, so it just started one day.
Tell us how it began. What was your first episode like?
I'd just gone out with my brother at the time, and we were in the middle of Blackpool, and all of a sudden I just collapsed, and that was it then. I woke up in, I think it was Blackpool Royal Victoria Hospital.
Unbelievable. And you were
And
15
it was that
years
point
old.
on.
Yeah. Were they able to do the diagnosis right away? Did they realize what was wrong?
They did, yes. They did tests after hearing what had happened. And now I'm living back in Liverpool again. I'm under one of the best places to be with, which is Wharton Neurological Surgery.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
Well, good. I'm glad they've been able to give you good care. So you had the first episode at 15. Then how often did you suffer from these seizures?
It started off not too bad at first, but then started getting gradually a lot worse. And then, of course, the hospital kept changing medication, hoping that would settle things down a little. And for some time, I was then told by my doctor at the time, it might do for a while, but because of my type of epilepsy, the tablets would then, my brain would find a way round the tablets, and then it would restart all over again.
Oh, God. And how has this impacted your life? The fact that you have these seizures, are they under control now?
No.
No. So you never know when you're going to have one.
And the first time that we moved into this house where we are now, I fractured my foot as we were moving everything in. I was walking around on that foot for 4 days. I just didn't feel anything from it at all.
God. So you've been able to use humor to kind of deal with this, huge challenge in your life. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, at first, I felt extremely sorry for myself and why is this happening to me sort of thing. And then I thought, well, that's not really the way to go because all it's going to cause is depression. So I thought you might as well move along and just get up and get on with it. So I thought the best way to do is to start writing only about what I could do, which was about my life with epilepsy. But then I thought that wouldn't really be good enough. So I started putting in photographs of each bodily injury. And I thought not just to shock people of, oh, look at that, but if people were actually reading the book, they wouldn't really be able to understand what it was they were reading about. But if they were reading the book and then were shown what it was they were reading about, it really grabs attention sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen the pictures. You emailed them to us here at Spotlight. And, you do get injured when you fall and you have these seizures. And it really drives home the point of the seriousness of this disorder. Are the medications helpful at all?
No,
No,
definitely
really.
not.
Have you had any surgeries or anything like that to try to stop the seizures?
I did ask that once. I was over in America there and in Florida
Hmm.
and had an injury and smacked the back of my head on one of the kitchen counters. Luckily enough, I was told my mum rang me Walton Euro Centre and spoke to my doctor, and he said, get him on the next flight home.
Mm.
So we did that. And he said, I asked him there and then, once it come to, of course, if they could do any surgeries, and he said, no, not at all, because it's not a localized place. There's not any particular type of place. It's not one side, it's both sides of your brain
Mm.
firing at each other at different times. So it's not like, there's a pressure point or a bleed on the brain and anything like that.
Right. Amazing. What do you hope people learn or take away from your book?
Well, like I've always said in the past, not many people know about epilepsy.
Mm.
I mean, on telly these days, which I'm not putting anything against other people, let's say cancer, 1 in 2 people know about cancer because
Right.
it's 1 in 2 people may develop cancer, which means, of course, you're sat on, let's say, a bus or a plane, and 1 in 2 people might develop cancer. Well, epilepsy is the very bottom of that.
Yeah.
1 in 26 people might develop epilepsy in their lifetime. So, once again, not many people know about it or what to do or how to help. More people know about COVID these days now, and
Yeah.
also the flu, asthma, and of course, I'm not saying anything against any others illnesses, but just not many people know how to help people with epilepsy. It's sort of a shock, like you're doing it to yourself, or you are not using alcohol, or you might be on drugs and it's your fault.
Mm.
So you don't want to stop and help.
Yeah. And I guess the fear when somebody is having a seizure is swallowing their tongue and also biting down hard, right? So is that something I picked up over the years that's accurate, or is that
Yes,
it is
I
accurate?
always bite the side of my tongue
Yeah.
when I'm having a grand mal seizure.
Yeah. Absolutely. What advice or insight would you offer people who've been diagnosed with epilepsy or to their families who are helping them through this?
Well, once again, there's many different types of epilepsy, so I can only give advice on my own
Right.
epilepsy, and that is, of course, to put something soft underneath the head,
Mhm.
while they're having the seizure, just so they don't keep banging the head on a hard surface. Whatever you do, don't put your finger in the mouth.
Yeah.
People have done that in the past, and it's not a pleasant experience
Right.
for them, or put anything in the mouth for that matter.
Yeah.
Move somebody's hair, if they've got long hair, out the way so they don't choke on the hair. And
Mm.
then once they've stopped having the seizure, turn them on the side. So if there's any saliva or they're being sick or anything like that, they're not going to choke on it then.
Yeah. Amazing. Was it helpful to you writing the book, looking at your journey, and helping others by putting your story out there?
I seriously do hope so.
Yeah.
Right now, I've uploaded a LinkedIn site, and so far that's got about 15,000 followers on that as well.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I'm more than pleased about that as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, the name of the book is called Epilepsy, Live or Die. It is written by Gavin Hogarth. He offers a candid lens into his own personal journey with the disorder, with the disease. And he seeks not only to share his story, but to spread awareness and foster understanding about this very debilitating condition but he has built a wonderful life despite it, and he will not be defined by his disease. Gavin, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you very much.
Well, the pleasure is all mine. And to the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time, this time until next time on Spotlight.